was pacing you, you were like over 80 miles per hour.
Braking because someone's lane changing and signaling is not illegal.
The vehicle behind
The car was speeding.
Apply its brakes.
No, how do you know? How do you know he wasn't speeding? If you're saying I was speeding, then he must have been going even faster.
Speeding. That was an unsafe lane. This seems like it's all like planned by you. Is that accurate?
No, I mean, I don't plan getting pulled over ever.
Okay.
What starts as a routine traffic stop quickly spirals into a confrontation about power, perception, and a system that might be more dangerous than the alleged violation itself. Because sometimes, the real threat isn't the driver, it's the assumption behind the badge.
Well, we got lights. We got lights. We weren't sure what he was gonna do, but our exit's in a mile. Unfortunately, this guy wants to stop now. Yeah, he just has to get on the freeway. I don't want to test the patience. I don't know if you guys know this on the freeway. You don't pull off on the shoulder. You find the first exit, pull over where it's safe for you and the officer, which in this case will be right here. Turn off the car, he said.
I want air conditioning.
He's mad.
Sergeant Gonzalez approaches with authority, intent on addressing speeding and an unsafe lane change. His tone is certain, noting that at least 20 other cars were speeding. The imbalance is clear within seconds.
Hello.
Hello, hey. How you doing?
Good, I'm Sergeant Gonzalez, Anaheim Police.
Nice to meet you.
The reason why I'm stopping you, did you notice I was behind you?
Yeah?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed that you were obviously going faster than 65. And then you made an unsafe lane change.
You're kidding me, right?
I'm not. Do you have your license and registration, please?
Yeah. So the whole time I was being passed by the, I don't know, like 20 other cars around us.
Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
I said, so, well, we were being passed that whole time by the 20 other cars around us. That wasn't a concern to you, eh?
Tension builds not through shouting, but contrast. The officer speaks in conclusions, while Damon offers observations. His calmness, devoid of panic, makes him suspicious to the officer, disrupting the expected script.
Can I have your license and registration?
That's kind of what I thought.
I noticed the license plates. They don't seem like California, or is there a near? Where are they from?
So, how is it?
I'll go over there so I can talk to you, man. All right.
How is it an unsafe lane change?
Gonzalez isn't a traffic officer, but as a sergeant, he stepped out of his usual role to stop a Lamborghini with foreign plates. This raises a critical question. Was this about enforcement or attention? Selective enforcement is not only unfair, but also legally risky.
No, not necessarily, because look, I'm a sergeant, and I don't normally pull traffic stops, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, I noticed, when I looked at my speedometer, I was pacing you, you were like over 80 miles per hour. And the other thing is you're revving your engine, like exhaust loudly.
What? No, that's how the car drives.
So much that when I was on the phone, the officer was like, what is that I was talking to?
The unsafe lane change claim is crucial. Gonzalez argues that another car had to brake, calling it reckless. Damon counters that the sudden braking implies speeding, not illegal behavior, as he signaled and checked before changing lanes. The focus now shifts. Is this about the facts or just a stretched interpretation to fit a narrative?
The other thing is, when you made a change, when you're in the number one lane and you made that left lane change, the vehicle that was behind you had to stop on its brakes.
Well, that happens sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm explaining, the violation.
That's not a violation. Braking because someone's lane changing and signaling is not illegal.
The vehicle behind
The car was speeding.
Apply its brakes.
No, how do you know? How do you know he wasn't speeding? If you're saying I was speeding, then he must have been going even faster.
Speeding. That was an unsafe lane.
The dynamic shifts entirely with one detail: the plates. Damon, a tourist in California for just 4 days, hands over his valid license, insurance, and registration without hesitation. Everything seems in order, but sometimes the real issues lie beneath the surface, buried in a system that remains unclear.
So where is this license from?
It's from British Columbia, Canada.
How long have you been in the state of California for?
4 days.
On vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Is the license valid in Canada?
It is.
Is this registration? This is your insurance?
Insurance is the small one, registration is the big one.
When Gonzalez returns, he states, "Your license is suspended," escalating the situation. Damon stays calm, explaining it's an old 2019 issue, resolved but occasionally resurfacing due to database errors. This raises a key question. Should someone's freedom depend on a system glitch? Should an officer act on unverifiable information?
You know what the speed limit is on the freeway?
Yeah, it's 65.
Okay. And how fast do you think you were going?
65.
All right, wait in the car, okay?
Yeah.
Unsafe lane change my.
Is the system responsible? Something called elite is concerning. Gonzalez admits he's never heard of it, yet dispatch relied on it. It flagged Damon's license without context or validation. This shows how technology can become a liability when it fails silently, leading to significant consequences.
Not sure what he's doing, but he's on his phone. He had to find his ticket book. He said he's a sergeant, so he said he doesn't typically do traffic stops. So we're just hanging out, waiting. Currently in the car, no air conditioning. Kind of warm. It's nice, actually.
The situation takes an unexpected turn when Gonzalez suggests Damon stage the stop. Damon counters with sharp logic. If this was planned, wouldn't he create a more compelling scenario? The accusation collapses, revealing not just doubts about Damon, but also uncertainty in the officer's own position.
Here's the holdup. My dispatcher is saying that your license is suspended.
But it's not suspended. I've had something that was on my license from years ago.
Was it 2019?
Yeah, long time ago. And that it's been cleared up and it pops up once in a while, but it's all cleared up.
Do you have any documentation indicating same? Because right now our records show that your license is suspended.
What would it be suspended for?
The argument shifts to the car. Gonzalez claims Damon was revving aggressively, likening it to a Honda Civic. Damon counters that it's a V12 Lamborghini SVJ. With an automatic rev matching system, it's engineering, not aggression. A question: how can enforcement be accurate if based on a misunderstanding?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Like something in your guys' system is like super archaic and it shows up. Just
Well,
like
I think it's the different countries that's the problem.
Yeah.
Did you have a California ID before?
No.
Okay.
I've never lived here. I've always been a tourist. I had a ticket.
It says also, that's what I'm trying to confirm. It says that you have a California, or no, a non-issued driver's license or something like that. So you never had an ID in California?
No.
It seems to me like this was almost planned.
After all the tension, all the claims, all the uncertainty, the outcome is almost anticlimactic. A verbal warning, no citation, no ticket, nothing formal. Which raises a critical question: if the violations were real, why was there no enforcement? And if they weren't, why did the stop happen at all?
What was?
This whole like encounter between me and you, is that accurate?
Do we know each other?
No, but just the way like, it just seems almost like you're trying to bait me into like some social media thing. And I'm smarter than that. I'm just saying, like, the cameras right away, just the way you're revving your engine, driving, just very unusual. Again, I'm a sergeant, and I don't normally pull people over on the freeway. But the way you're driving, I actually thought you couldn't see me or something.
Even more concerning, the suspended license issue isn't resolved. Gonzalez doesn't clear it, doesn't verify it, just suggests Damon get documentation from Canada. The system still flags him. And the next officer, the next stop, that could end very differently.
Because I came up very close to you to try to look at your plate and read it.
Okay.
And I couldn't get it because I couldn't recognize it. Obviously, because it's from Canada.
Okay.
So this seems like it's all like planned by you. Is that accurate?
No, I mean, I don't plan getting pulled over ever.
Right. Did you see me behind you?
Yeah, I saw you.
And you thought I should rev my engine loudly and kind of be almost like driving a sports manner?
The bigger issue is the lack of communication between cross-border data systems. Canadian records and American databases operate independently, impacting each other's outcomes. The one caught in the middle, the driver or tourist who has the least control over the system, is judging them.
Like a
No, I
sports
get
car?
it. No, I understand that, but it just seemed like, to me, I'm telling you.
Are you a car guy?
Am I what?
A car guy.
I don't know enough about cars to even say, yeah, I know very minimal not enough to tell you what this even was when I saw it.
So it sounds accurate that you don't know enough about this car to know whether or not I was revving it.
Well, it sounded to me that you were, yeah, it doesn't take even a lower, I guess, torque or horsepower car, you can tell if someone's revving the engine.
Gonzalez casually admits to speeding and using his phone while driving to catch up. For a civilian, that's 2 violations. But here, it seems part of the process. This raises the question, is enforcement equal, or do authorities redefine the rules?
Like a Honda Civic, which would be a 4-cylinder, I can tell.
Well, this is a V.
Increases in noise, so that's why I was asking. So let me figure out your license thing, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
So this car has it has a V12 engine. It's not a 4-cylinder, so
No,
it's
I know.
going to be
I'm just
louder.
saying, like, as an example,
Yeah.
I understand this is has a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque.
As the stop continues, a pattern emerges. The officer is unfamiliar with the car, the system, and parts of the situation he's managing. Despite this, decisions are confidently made, creating a gap between knowledge and authority, where mistakes can lead to legal consequences.
Maybe not a Lucid or a Tesla. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an expert in that either, but
Did your Honda Civic have paddle shifters? Does your Honda Civic?
I'm not going to get into that.
Does your Honda Civic rev match? Do you know what that is? So there's an OEM feature that basically makes sure that when you downshift, it's going to align the RPMs with the engine speed.
And then, unexpectedly, everything softens as the conversation shifts to cars, electric vehicles, and Lucid motors. The tension dissolves. The 2 individuals become just people talking. It's a reminder of how quickly situations can change with a shift in tone.
I don't know what your intent was. I know that I have traffic violations that I witnessed. You're obviously not from this area, so I have the ability to give you a warning. I keep in consideration that you're not from the area, but again, and you're here visiting and stuff. To me, it seemed like this was like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't, but maybe you guys are just ready. But I'm going to tell you this. Your driving and what happened was enough for me to pull you over as I'm on my way to speak to my supervisor about something else. Okay? Now, based on the totality of the circumstances, I'm going to give you a strong verbal warning today, okay?
Okay.
Damon reflects after the stop, emphasizing the importance of staying calm, knowing your rights, and verifying everything. He acknowledges the effort, but points out that partial professionalism isn't enough when freedom is at stake.
My dispatcher is saying that your license is suspended.
Because it's from a different country, some officers have a hard time finding that it's valid.
Well, that's why I asked dispatch. That's what they do for their...
That's their job, right?
Right, well, they have an expertise, right? So, yeah, definitely reached out to them because, again, I couldn't even recognize your plate.
Well, you were super cool, man. I didn't set this up. Like, if I was setting this up, I would have done something to really get your attention. I felt I was driving quite normally. I had people still passing me, going even faster, and I honestly lane changed. I signaled. I shoulder checked because this does have a blind spot. And when I came into that lane, that guy was going way faster than I was going if he had to brake.
He did brake. And again, I'm not like...
Because this wasn't just a stop. This was a moment balanced on a decision. One choice away from escalation. One assumption away from arrest. And the only thing preventing that outcome was restraint. $4 million lawsuit. If this had gone differently, the consequences would be massive. A wrongful arrest based on an unverified database flag could trigger serious constitutional violations. Fourth Amendment breaches, negligent reliance on faulty systems, emotional distress, reputational harm. And suddenly, the city, the department, and everyone involved are facing a $4 million lawsuit, all from one unverified piece of information. Damon left, informed, composed, and recording. Not everyone has that advantage. When someone is misled and unsure how to respond, knowing your rights is crucial. Record everything. It could be the difference between a small mistake and a life-changing one.